As part of Lake Victoria's Pathway to Gold production, a draft environmental application was prepared and submitted to the National Environmental Management Council, or NEMC, for review to secure an environmental certificate. As part of the process to achieve this, on May 13 through 16, 4 NEMC officers conducted a Kananga site verification, a meeting with the District Council, and a meeting with the Kananga Village Council. We were joined by Mr. James Mabula, project geologist from Lake Victoria Resources, and Mr. Gwakisa Makhuza from Tankish Environmental Consultants. The team focused their discussions on the water sources that are close to the planned mine site perimeter area and mining pit that will develop over the current artisanal mining area at Kananga Village. Village chairperson Mr. Charles said, "We have 2 season streams in the village, of which one is close to the mine planned area to the south." NEMC leader asked Tanshik, "Did you make any study of a nearby water source?" Tanshik answers the NEMC, "Any activity can be done 60 meters away from the river." As the NEMC team conduct their site visit, they also view the new houses that villagers are building. The village chairperson states, "I have an authority to manage my village. This person built this house without my permission. I cannot allow this." Another villager speaks out saying, "For us who are within the project area, we need this project. We cannot endure more for the one who is trying to stop the project." The visit was a success, and it was agreed by the NEMC team that the mine plan should have some edits to show the proper locations of the tailing facility and the processing plant in relation to the nearby water streams to the south of the mine perimeter. Introduction to the District Executive Director Office, Mr. Mayeye, was done on May 14. The brief aim of the visit was discussed, and the District Executive Director accepted the project and promised to assist on making the project happen. The office directed the visitors to some of his officials for discussion at a District Council conference chamber. The meeting discussed the environmental report by Tanshik, the environmental contractor, and advised the investor. NEMC officer Ms. Swamila said, "We will start with those I mentioned, then we will discuss the other issues." District Legal Officer Mr. Shoni stated, "Though the village has government authority, there are no title deeds granted in the area." District Environmental Officer Mr. Nashon said, 2 common activities are in that village, which is farming and agriculture." NEMC Officer Ms. Baita comments, "There are some villages who are falling within the project area, and they should be noted and presented to the District Council, though he won't pay now, but the report should indicate the names of people within. Early identification is better for now." Tanshik Officer Mr. Gwakisa said, "The Land Office will visit the area with the coordinates, and with the help of the village chairperson, they will go through the mine perimeter and identify the villages within the project." District Environmental Officer Mr. Nashon suggested, "If the company has no need to acquire more land for mining, it can leave that land for inhabitants and compensate for the required land. This seems to be a problem in the village because more villages that are close to the mine want to be compensated." The Education Officer stated, "We like this project and accept it with 2 hands. We will assist the investor if he encounters any environmental problem. Let us see other challenges." District Environmental Officer Mr. Nashon recommends, "Also, many investors are facing the problem with the villages because the social responsibilities that are promised are not provided in time. This company should be careful of this." District Education Officer Mr. Mabuka said, "This project should also make a good strategy in controlling air pollution, dust, to the nearby inhabitants." NEMC Officer Ms. Mwamila said, This report is a first draft. We will make corrections in the advisory committee meeting. Then the report will be valid to you. District Environmental Officer, Mr. Nashon shared, the District Council has an interest in this project. As long as the investor shows his interest in this, we will support him to put the project on the ground. Mr. Nashon continues, we hope this project will improve the economics of the people around and also provide the security. In conclusion, Mr. Nashon adds, from our point of view, we advise the investor to accommodate the issues with the villages, and then we can move forward for this project because this project will contribute in our district council. Later on May 14th, the NEMC team met with 19 members of the 25-member Konanga Village Council to discuss the proposed mining project. The main topic discussed was what the distance would be between the mine site fence and the village habitant. Ms. Mamila of the NEMC team stated, our aim for visiting you is to know and advise for any environmental parameters within the proposed project, because this project has many components. Ms. Mwamila continued, also if there are buildings close by, we will advise the investor to keep a good distance between them. This will help in avoiding effects towards these houses and people. The village chairperson said, thank you very much. A village council member spoke. As the district commissioner said, you people from National Environmental Office and Mr. Mabula will come here and show us the clear area of the mine plan. Then you need to explain to us how we will be affected and benefit from this project. Another village council member comments and says, we need a short answer. Explain what distance should be between us and the mine site fence, and what are the effects if we stay close to the mine. Mr. Gwakisa of Tanchek interjects. He is reading the Mining Act 95 Section B, which says, the habitants and farms should be 200 meters and 100 meters respectively from the mine activity. Mr. Lichela of the NEMC team says, we have come here to discuss the environmental issues from this EIA report. You will discuss the boundary problem with the investor later, but today we need you to tell us any of the environmental parameters within the proposed project area. Ms. Baida of the NEMC team confirms all the affected people will be compensated before commencement of the project. The land officer will come here to justify the people within the proposed project according to the report. The boundary problem will be cleared between you and the investor. In conclusion, it was agreed that the investor will clearly define his mine site boundary with the village after the NEMC Technical Advisory Committee meeting to be held in Dar es Salaam within a week. The subsequent meeting successfully resolved the acceptable distance between the mining pit and the mine site fence to the satisfaction of the NEMC, the Konanga village, and Lake Victoria.